The United States Republican Senator Lindsey Graham said on Sunday that residents of the Middle East should not be alarmed at the prospect of Donald Trump becoming president. Graham assured Egypt that the Congress is going to be around no matter who becomes the president. He also said the country was willing to increase its military aid to Egypt, which has been battling an insurgency by militants affiliated with the ISIL group. Trump leads the field of Republican presidential contenders and has stirred controversy in the Middle East by suggesting a ban on Muslim immigration to the U.S.
We have our problems at home and they're playing out in front of the world. Our message is pretty simple. Don't let the politics of the moment make you believe that America has fundamentally changed in terms of the way we view the world. It hasn't. What Mr. Trump is saying has been said throughout our history. I don't know how this nominating process ends, but here's what I do know. The Congress is going to be around no matter who's president. And we represent, I think, the heart and soul of the Republican Party.
For more insights into this story, we are joined by Adel Mahri live in Cairo. Adel, the U.S. senators have been quoted variously declaring their support for President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. How is this position being viewed in Egypt in terms of the prevailing U.S.-Egypt relations?
Well, basically, it seems that the Republican Party comes to try to mend ties with the Egyptian government. It's trying to send a message of confidence that regardless to the GOP results and whether it will be Cruz or Trump coming in as an official candidate for the Republican Party, the values between Egypt and the United States should not be affected. He came to sort of ease this tension. We've seen the United States taking a harsh position when Egypt led the military ouster of the former President Mohamed Morsi of the Muslim Brotherhood, cutting down or freezing its military ties with Egypt. Since then, Egypt has not led any official visits to the White House, in particular, even just last week when there was the summit on the nuclear arms in general, world leaders went to Washington, but as it's a Washington initiative, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi took a step back and just sent the foreign minister to the conference. So basically, it seems that there is still a sort of a tension going on, despite that the military aid has resumed. But Graham, representing the Republicans, he came to also not just try to ease the tension, but also give promises to the Egyptian government. During his press conference, he said that he will work and he would like to see the United States increase its military aid to Egypt, which is about currently 1.3 billion US dollars, and it's the second largest foreign aid given by the United States to any country after Israel. So there is a strong sense of movement from the leadership from the Republican Party to mend ties with Egypt, to give it a sense of security and confidence, to give it an assurance of that the strong ties and the mutual benefits between both countries should be the cornerstone of that relation in the future, regardless to the presidential elections results.
Now, one of the responses there directly touched on Donald Trump's bid for the Republican ticket in the race for the U.S. presidency. Trump has made several statements regarding Arabs and locking out Muslims from the U.S. How much concern is there in Egypt and the region about his sentiments and likely candidature?
Well, in Egypt, the government has realized that when it comes to elections or political positions, politicians in the states tend to be more of take a pragmatic position depending on the current circumstances. Lindsey Graham himself, who came and praised President el-Sisi, who said that el-Sisi is the right man at the right time, was one of the criticizers of the Egyptian government when they ousted Morsi in 2013. So now he comes and takes a more friendlier position. It seems that this is what Egypt believes will happen, whether Trump comes as president or any other nominee at this stage. Basically, there is sort of a foundation to the U.S.-Egyptian ties. It might have had some sort of a rough or a tough ties are becoming more or less dry under the Obama administration. But I think that the United States has realized the importance of Egypt. Graham, in his press conference, said that Egypt is very important as a cornerstone of the security of the Middle East and the safety and the stabilizer of peace. They admire Egypt's efforts in countering terrorism. So regardless to the next U.S. president, the United States in general seemed to realize the value of Egypt when the ties were very dry in the past couple of years. And it seems that from this press conference, from the U.S. congressional meeting with President Sisi, they are not intending that this dry spell would last for long.
All right. Sadil Mahri, live in Cairo. Thank you.